Alright, what's good, everybody? Spidey back. Hope you're all okay. Before we jump into today's video, I just want to take the time to say, Jesus, thank you. Thank you for today. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me today, man. I had a really rough day today. I was feeling, earlier, I was feeling, really sad and miserable about not having my wife, and just that was really weighing me down. But Lord encouraged me and he helped me to cheer me up and get through the day, man. And also, yeah, behind the scenes I go through a lot of warfare, especially as of late. It's been really intense, but I'm still here, and as long as I got breath in my lungs, we're just gonna keep doing our thing, man. That's all that really matters. As long as we got breath in our lungs, we're just gonna keep doing our thing, man. We're here, man. We're gonna keep expanding the kingdom. But anyway, relating to that, that's kind of what today's topic is gonna be about. Today we're gonna talk about what is it called? Alright, we're going to talk about the opposition that you face when you're yearning and longing for something and it hasn't happened yet, and you feel discouraged. And especially because if you look at it from the surface level, on a surface level, it looks like nothing's happening. It looks impossible. But anyway, basically, the whole thing with that is, you know me, I've been talking a lot about wanting to be with somebody, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I know a lot of you guys all are yearning and longing for your partners. Trust me, man, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. It's a really intense, it's a really intense waiting season. I've heard quite a few people who have already passed this part of life talk about it. They talked about how intense they were, and I know some people who are also enduring this process too. Plus, not to mention, while we're doing this, I'm sure the Lord's doing a work in and through us, purifying us and refining us in the fiery furnace. But anyway, I'm here to tell you some good news. The good news is what you're yearning for and what you're craving for, it will happen, man. We're all gonna get married, guys. Each and every one of you. Don't believe the lies. We're all gonna get married. Or if you're trusting God for something else, finances, or a move, or I don't know, what else? Healing, deliverance. Oh, it could also be for people to be saved, your family members or friends. I'm gonna tell you, that is definitely something that God is going to do and will do, especially if it's a case where it's something that's really a burning passion on your heart that you're yearning and longing for, and it seems impossible, and it seems it's not gonna happen, especially when you're dealing with opposition and warfare each and every day. To the point where you got Satan whispering in your ear stuff it's never gonna happen, or telling you how impossible it is. I'm gonna tell you, all that, what he's whispering, that's not true. I'm gonna tell you why. Because before I got here, there was a point when I wanted God to get me out of a really bad situation that was depressing me and making me feel even worse. And I remember feeling discouraged about it, and same thing was happening with me at that point. And God had even showed me in a dream that I was gonna get out of that situation and go somewhere else. But at the time, I was new to the faith, and beyond that, I didn't understand that when he shows you things, it's for an appointed time. But beyond that, what also happened was, because of that, the enemy came in and started whispering lies. And over the course of time, the more that happened, the more the more I started to believe those lies, and the more discouraged I started to feel, and the harder it became for me to believe God, that He was gonna do what He said He would do. But the good news is, even if you believe those lies, God could still do what you're craving and yearning for. But if you know that, you should still partner with God to come out of agreement with those lies, because that's gonna make you feel like depressed and miserable, and that's not His will for you. And beyond that too, like you're not gonna want to get up and fight. Trust me, I know how that feels. It's very discouraging. Like every day, getting up feels like a fight. Getting up or like doing anything, it feels like a real fight. But yeah, you don't want to come into agreement with those lies, because ultimately it's not true. If you really think of it's not true. All he's doing is lying to you. If he's lying to you like that, if the enemy's lying to you like that every day, that means God is absolutely undeniably about to do what He said He's gonna do. So what's happening is Satan's going before and trying to like discourage you out of God's will for your life, out of what God has for you. But you can't give in to that. You can't believe those lies. I know how bad things are, but forget your situation. Like honestly, just take yourself out of the situation, because if you keep thinking about it or just can't get out of it, like you're just gonna feel more miserable and depressed every day. What you gotta do is take yourself out of the situation and try to get, one, a better perspective of it, or two, just try to like find, as hard as it is, try to find something else to do that like distracts you or like helps you not think about what's bothering you. And eventually God can come through and do for you what you need. But beyond that, when that happens, like when the enemy starts whispering lies in your head about your situation, you gotta believe the opposite of what he's telling you. Like when he starts whispering lies, you gotta believe the truth that, oh no, God's about to do it. Because he's trying to discourage you. He's trying to discourage you out of what God has for you. That's really what it's about. So you gotta do the opposite. You gotta believe the opposite. Don't believe the lies. Believe the truth. You want the armor. And try to prepare for what God's gonna do. I've been in that situation before, what I was talking about earlier, like when I was in a really bad spot and I wanted to get out and God showed me visions about it, but I didn't believe after a while because I kept hearing lies and I couldn't get out of my head how bad the situation was, and eventually God brought me out. Now today I found myself in a similar boat, waiting and longing to be married and dealing with like the lies and the opposition every day, like trying to like wear me down. And I get it, it's definitely tiring, but you gotta remember, he's lying to you. It's not true. He's telling you lies. He's feeding you false information. It's like the boy who cried wolf. You keep whispering lies to somebody all the time. Eventually, you gotta stop believing what they say. You gotta stop taking what they say as true or fact, because it's not. They're giving you a false report of the situation. Oh, I got an even better analogy. It's like when the scouts go to watch players, but they give a false report of or give a false assessment of the player's performance or how they're doing. You gotta shoot. You gotta believe you gotta see it for yourself. You gotta believe the truth. You're being lied to every day, basically. Basically, yeah, you're being lied to every day. Like every day you're being lied to, because the more you hear those lies, the more it discourages you and the more miserable it makes you feel and bitter on the inside. So instead of believing the lies, you gotta believe the truth. And you gotta ask yourself, what can I do to get ready? And you know the crazy thing? Like even when I hear those like lies, I'll still have dreams of like me being with somebody. Matter of fact, that actually happened today. Like I woke up today with a dream similar like that. But yeah, basically, when stuff like that happens, that should let you know that despite how you feel, you are indeed gonna get married, or whatever else God has planned for you, it is indeed gonna come to pass. That's basically how the enemy works. When God's about to do something, he'll like come in and try to intercept his plan and try to like discourage you by giving you false report of like what's going on. But you gotta know that, remember that he's a liar. He's the father of lies. Satan's the father of lies. His job is to steal, kill, and destroy. Whether it's your peace, joy, happiness, or purpose, anything, he wants to make you feel miserable and depressed. He wants to keep you back in bondage and keep you from any kind of joy and fulfillment. But you gotta fight for your freedom. You can't let him bully you or cower. You can't cower over him and let him bully you for the rest of your life. You gotta stand up to that snake. Like the song says, you gotta fight like it's your shot at freedom. So I'm gonna say, keep going, man, and do not believe the lies. Whatever God's promised you, it is gonna come to pass. Oh, and tell yourself every day the truth, too. Yeah, tell yourself the truth every day, especially because every day, think about it, every day you're being told lies, so why not tell yourself the truth? It'll make you feel better, and two, it'll help you to get inspired or motivated. So yeah, that's what I gotta do. I'm gonna start doing that. Tell yourself every day that you're gonna get married, or you're gonna have a better life. Oh, and another thing too, speaking of which, I gotta say this too. Another lie that's being whispered is the fact that this is your permanent situation. That this is all God has for you. That's a lie too, because this is just the beginning, man. This is just the beginning. This is not it, man. This is not the final plan. This is just the beginning. This is like the place before the promised land. It's not it. This is not the final destination. This is not everything that God had envisioned. This is just the waiting season. Like the place before the place. Don't believe that lie either. There is more in store for you and all of you, man. Like, this is not it. This is not the final destination. This is just the small beginning, man. These are small beginnings, but you gotta keep going, man. Don't believe the lies. He's lying to you every day, so tell yourself the truth. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Alright, peace out in Jesus' name. Spidey out.